All right, folks, happy Saturday evening. I'm Tom Schmidt, and this is Carissa Codell.
How's it going?
And we're going to give you a quick update on some of the storms we had come through on a Friday night. It was big-time storm day, of course, on Friday night. Carissa, you've been busy looking through a lot of the data yourself.
Yes, yeah. I've been looking through some video that we've been getting from our crews coming in and a lot of information, honestly. We've had a lot of tornado warnings, but, I mean, Tom, you can speak to that more than I can.
It was a busy night. Yeah, Friday night for sure. You can see there were certainly some storms that overperformed over others. You can see them really began, like we were saying, a long time, really east of Highway 65, and then a real big cluster down across northern Arkansas, too. And those are some pretty bad, nasty storms. Preliminary ratings, Chris, this is something everybody likes to wait for, right? Well, how strong were these storms? Well, early estimates say we had one EF1, actually two EF1s in Missouri, and then one EF3 initially, which later turned into an EF1, down towards Howell County, south of West Plains. Bakersfield, that was that tornado there. That was an EF3 rated for them, dropped down to an EF1 near Rover, and then another EF3 down towards parts of Searcy and Stone Counties, Arkansas, and into Izard County, Arkansas. That hit Cave City. So bad damage for them.
Yeah, well, I saw a lot of video and sound from one of our crews that were out there in Ozark County, Howell County, that Bakersfield area.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, some of that is just devastating, honestly. They really were not expecting that, I don't think. I think, the first storm that we always get, it really seems like everyone's like, well, we should maybe take it seriously, but it's just the first storm, we'll be okay. And this one, definitely, they needed to take shelter, and I believe in Bakersfield there were 3 reported deaths in that as well.
Had some fatalities, injuries. I mean, it's a day, people's lives were changed forever, and so it was a very high-impact day for us. And as part of that, Springfield's own Convoy of Hope, Carissa, is responding to some of these storms.
Yeah. Teams from Convoy of Hope are out across Missouri, and I actually got to speak with Ethan Forhetz, the national spokesperson for Convoy, about their response and their supplies that they're bringing in, and he actually was on the ground there in Bakersfield and kind of spoke to me about some of the damage that he was seeing.
Really bad. It is horrific. We just came from a house where the woman who lived there lost everything. Thank the Lord. She and her kids were not at home at the time of this storm. They happened to go into West Plains for dinner last night, so they weren't there. But when they got home and were able to get to their house at about 1:30 a.m., they realized that it was all gone.
Yeah, so there he was talking about it, and, just a big deal.
Yeah, and you can see there, homes completely destroyed, just gutted. Nothing really left on the roof. There's sometimes no walls. Everything is in the trees. And one thing that Convoy said, I asked, how long are you guys going to be there? And they said, well, that's a really tricky question because they want to stay until their help is no longer needed. And lucky for them, they do have a lot of supplies. So they do expect to be there at least until the power comes back on and people can kind of start getting their lives put back together. As of last check, and I did ask the Ozark County Sheriff if the power was still out there, and I haven't heard back from him yet, but from what I last heard, the entire town is without power.
Okay, and that makes sense. And you look at the destruction from this tornado. It was just one of a few. It looked like maybe half a dozen, maybe up to 10 on the high side for tornado counts in our viewing area. Of course, these storms didn't stop there, right? They kept pushing on eastward. And today was a big day. A lot of damage down in Mississippi and Alabama. And so a response will be needed for a lot of spots, not just around here, but it was a big storm.
Yeah, tornado season is starting. Every single year it seems to take us by surprise. Maybe not you guys at least, but for us, we're just kind of like, well, the weather's getting nicer. It's so warm. We love it. And then we forget that warm and cold air just doesn't like to mix.
No, we prefer the quiet weather too.
Yes, well, of course. We all do. But you guys at least get some excitement. Well, I guess we all do here, don't we?
Yeah, no kidding. We had a tornado warning yesterday in Springfield.
Yeah, we did. I remember I was at home actually during that. Did not have to work on yesterday, but man, yeah, immediately got the pets into the bathroom and just waited it out. Pulled up our live stream that we had on Facebook. That was awesome. Saw Matt and Chief Jamie Warner. So, yeah. Working
hard. It kind of started the night, and like we were talking about, just kind of went from there. Had a couple big tornadoes off to the east. And in the eastern Ozarks, the big ones we're talking about have been the Bakersfield one in Ozark County. The other big one was Cave City, Arkansas. down parts of, again, Stone and Izard County, Arkansas, Sharp County, seeing that bigger storm there. So lots of devastation, lots of destruction. The good news, quiet weather ahead for us the next week ahead.